Most people think their eyesight gets worse because of age, but that's only part of the story. What's really happening is that your eyes are not getting the support they need when it matters most, because your eyes don't repair themselves during the day. They repair at night. While you're asleep, your body is rebuilding the most sensitive parts of your vision, restoring clarity, reducing strain, and protecting your eyes from the damage built up throughout the day. Now think about this. All day long, your eyes are under attack. Screens, bright light, glare, constant focus. And then night comes. The one window your body has to fix all of it. But here's the problem. Most people go into that repair phase without giving their eyes the nutrients they actually need to recover. And over time, that's when the small changes begin. Slight blur, more strain, slower adjustment in low light. Nothing sudden, but definitely noticeable. Now, here's the good news. A few simple drinks, taken in the evening, can quietly support this entire repair process, not by forcing anything, but by giving your eyes exactly what they need, right when they're ready to use it. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's start with one of the simplest and surprisingly powerful options. Number 1. Goji berry tea. Now this one might sound very simple at first. Just a few small red berries, soaked in warm water. But don't let that simplicity fool you, because when it comes to supporting your eyes, goji berry tea works in a very quiet but powerful way. In fact, goji berries have been used for centuries in traditional wellness practices, especially for maintaining clear and comfortable vision as we age. And today, modern research is finally catching up to what people have known for generations. So what makes these tiny berries so special? One key reason is a nutrient called zeaxanthin. This is one of the most important compounds found in the macula, the central part of your retina that helps you see fine details, reading, recognizing faces, seeing clearly at night. All of that depends on this area. And here's the important part. As we get older, the natural protection in this part of the eye slowly begins to weaken. Now think about your daily routine. Screens, mobile phones, television, bright indoor lights, sunlight. All of these expose your eyes to blue light throughout the day. And over time, this can strain your eyes, reduce clarity, and make recovery slower, especially at night. But your body is smart. When you sleep, it begins repairing and rebuilding that protective layer in your eyes, and this is exactly where goji berry tea fits in. It provides your eyes with the nutrients they need right at the time they are ready to repair. In fact, a randomized controlled study published in the journal Nutrients found that regular consumption of goji berries significantly increased macular pigment density. In simple terms, that means stronger protection for your eyes and better visual performance over time. Another study in older adults showed something equally interesting. People who consumed goji berries experienced over a 50% increase in antioxidant capacity, along with a significant boost in zeaxanthin levels. So this is not just theory. These berries are actually improving the internal environment of your eyes. But there's more. Goji berries also contain natural compounds called polysaccharides. These help support healthy blood circulation and cellular repair. Why does that matter? Because your eyes depend on a steady flow of nutrients to stay healthy, especially the delicate cells that help you see light and movement. Better circulation means better nourishment and better recovery. They also provide vitamin A precursors, which support the production of rhodopsin. This is the pigment your eyes use to see in low light. That's why many people notice improvements in night vision and reduce discomfort in dim lighting for time. Let me give you a simple example. Take Susan, age 69. She started feeling that her eyes were getting tired more easily, screens were uncomfortable, and driving or moving around in low light didn't feel as clear as before. Nothing dramatic, just a gradual change. She began a simple routine. Every evening, about 45 minutes before bed, she would drink a small cup of goji berry tea. Just 1 tablespoon of dried berries, steeped in hot water for about 10 minutes. That's it. In the beginning, she didn't expect much, but after a few weeks, she noticed something. Her eyes felt more relaxed at night. The strain from screens reduced, and most importantly, her vision in low light felt steadier and more comfortable. Not perfect, but noticeably better. And that's the key here. These changes are often gentle but meaningful. If you'd like to try it, here's a simple way. Take 1 to 2 tablespoons of dried goji berries. Add them to warm water. Let them steep for about 10 to 15 minutes. Drink the tea slowly, and if you like. You can also eat the softened berries afterward, because while some nutrients go into the water, the berries themselves still contain valuable compounds. Try to take it in the evening, about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. That way, those nutrients are already in your system. Right when your eyes begin their natural overnight repair. Number 2. Bilberry tea. At first glance, bilberries look a lot like blueberries. But inside your body, they behave quite differently. Their effect on eye health is more concentrated and more targeted. And it all comes down to one group of natural compounds called anthocyanins. These are the deep blue and purple pigments that give bilberries their rich color. But inside your eyes, they have a much more important job. They help protect the most sensitive part of your vision, your retinal cells. Let's make that simple. Inside your eyes are tiny light-sensitive cells called photoreceptors. These are the cells that actually capture light and turn it into the images you see. Every time you look at a screen, step into sunlight, or even sit under bright indoor lighting, these cells are working continuously, and over time, that constant exposure creates stress, especially from blue light. That stress can slowly reduce clarity, affect contrast, and make your eyes feel more tired, particularly in the evening. But just like the rest of your body, your eyes try to repair themselves at night. They rebuild visual pigments, they restore balance, and they recover from the strain of the day. And this is exactly where bilberry tea can make a difference. Research published in the journal Nutrients found that bilberry anthocyanins help protect retinal cells from damage caused by blue light. In other words, they support your eyes right at the point where vision begins. Another study showed that these compounds help preserve rhodopsin, the same light-sensitive pigment your eyes use to see in dim conditions. This is important, because as rhodopsin levels drop, it becomes harder to adjust to darkness. Night vision feels weaker, and your eyes take longer to adapt. So what bilberries are doing is helping maintain that system, not from the outside, but from within the retina itself. But that's not all. Bilberries are also powerful antioxidants. Throughout the day, your eyes build up something called oxidative stress. It's a natural result of exposure to light, screens, and environmental factors. Over time, this can affect how sharp and comfortable your vision feels. Bilberry tea helps reduce that stress, giving your eyes a chance to reset overnight. Take Alex, age 72. He noticed that reading in the evening wasn't as easy as it used to be. His eyes would get tired faster, and when he moved from a bright room into a darker space, it took longer for his vision to adjust. It wasn't sudden, just a gradual change. He started a simple habit. Every night, about an hour before bed, he would drink a small cup of bilberry tea, just a teaspoon or two of dried bilberries steeped in hot water. Nothing complicated. After a few weeks, he began to notice small but meaningful changes. His eyes didn't feel as strained in the evening. Focus was more stable. And that delay, when adjusting to low light, slowly started to improve. Not overnight, but steadily. And that's how this works. If you'd like to try it, here's a simple method. Take 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried bilberries. Add them to hot water. Let them steep for about 10 to 15 minutes. Drink it warm, ideally in the evening, about 45 to 60 minutes before sleep. Because just like the other steps we've talked about, timing makes a difference. When these nutrients are already in your system before you sleep, your eyes can actually use them during their natural repair cycle. Number 6. Kiwi, carrot, and pumpkin seeds smoothie. Now this one might sound like just another healthy drink. A bit of fruit, a vegetable, a few seeds. Simple, right? But when it comes to supporting your eyes overnight, this combination does something very few single foods can do. It supports your vision from multiple angles at the same time. And that's what makes it so effective. Let's take it one step at a time. First, kiwi. Kiwi is one of the richest natural sources of vitamin C. And this is very important for your eyes, especially as you get older. Throughout the day, your eyes are exposed to constant stress. Bright light, screens, dust, pollution. All of these create tiny amounts of damage inside the eye, particularly in the lens and surrounding tissues. You won't feel it immediately, but over time, it builds up. Now here's the good part. At night, your body starts cleaning up that damage. And vitamin C plays a direct role in that repair process. In fact, research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has shown that people with higher vitamin C intake tend to have a lower risk of cataract progression. In simple words, it helps your eye lens stay clearer for longer. Now let's add the second ingredient. Carrot. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A. And vitamin A is essential for one very specific function: your ability to see in low light. It helps your body produce rhodopsin, the pigment your eyes use when lighting is dim, if your body doesn't have enough of it. One of the first signs is difficulty seeing at night. You may notice it as slower adjustment when entering a dark room, or reduced clarity in the evening. This is very common with age. A review in the journal Nutrients highlights how important vitamin A is for maintaining healthy photoreceptors and supporting night vision. Now comes the third piece, and this is the one many people overlook. Pumpkin seeds. Small, but incredibly powerful. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc, and zinc plays a very important role that most people don't realize. It helps transport vitamin A from your liver to your retina. So even if you're eating foods rich in vitamin A, without enough zinc, your body may not be able to use it properly. Think of zinc as the delivery system. No zinc, slower delivery. And that's not all. Zinc is also found in high concentrations in the retina itself, where it supports repair, immune protection, and overall stability of your visual cells. A study published in Investigative Ophthalmology and Visual Science showed that zinc plays a key role in maintaining retinal health and may help slow age-related vision decline. Now step back and look at this combination. Vitamin C helps reduce daily damage. Beta-carotene supports night vision, and zinc makes sure everything reaches where it needs to go. 3 different roles working together at the same time. And that's why this simple smoothie becomes so powerful. Take 1 ripe kiwi, half a medium carrot, and 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. Blend them with a small amount of water or unsweetened almond milk until smooth. Drink it in the evening about 45 to 60 minutes before sleep. Because just like everything we've talked about, timing is just as important as the ingredients. When these nutrients are already in your system before you go to bed, your eyes can actually use them during their natural repair cycle. As you can see, supporting your vision doesn't have to be complicated. It's often the small, consistent habits, done at the right time, that make the biggest difference. By giving your eyes the nutrients they need in the evening, you're simply working with your body's natural repair process, not against it. Try one of these simple drinks tonight. Stay consistent. And pay attention to how your eyes feel over the next few weeks. Sometimes the changes are subtle, but they matter. Take care of your eyes, and they'll take care of you.